Well, looks like 50 has done it again, and he is catapulting Tommy Egan into the forefront of the hustle game. But before we get into the PowerBook 4 episodes, make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe to our channel so that we can keep you up to speed with what's going on in the urban, hip-hop, fashion, auto trend, entertainment reviews, music reviews, and more. Let me drop this on you right quick. If you're interested in having some of your music reviewed, or you just simply want to do some advertising on our platform, make sure you hit us up here at netstarslive@gmail.com. Also, if you're interested in elevating your game and looking into our packages as far as getting your media platforms independent and taking advantage of some of the extending applications such as iOS, Android, LG TV, Samsung TV, and more, hit us up, look at the package at netstarslive.online and see what it is we can do for you to help you monetize what it is you do. Welcome back to my YouTube, everybody. I want to apologize for not putting you up on this game a long time ago. I fell behind a little bit on the Power series, but we're going to take... Welcome back, Tommy Egan, PowerBook for the Force. Looking good. I'm so upset at myself that I fell behind on this. You know, I've been really busy, but we have Tommy Egan making his way back from the East Coast after the demise and fall of his brother Ghost. Tommy is headed to the West Coast. He's got some business plans already set up with some associates with him. And along his journey through the United States, he comes to a crossroad. Yes, the thing that happens to everybody's life. He hits a crossroad in his life. And as he's getting there, he's having memories of everything that happened, all of the ill stuff, all of the, family issues, the girlfriend issues, the issue with Ghost. It just all was coming to a head. So what did Tommy do? Tommy gets on the road and he decides he thinks this might be time to join the rest of the demise and the rest of the fallen. And he turns out the lights in his car and he starts going about $150 in that Mustang. Man, don't you love that Mustang, man? That Mustang is the shit. I mean, despite all the shit it's been through, he never ever gets one bullet hole scratch or busted windshield or anything, not even a flat tire in that joint, man. Shout out to Tommy Egan. But yes, he's going through it emotionally. He's trying to find, what it is that he's going to do with the rest of his life, or even if he's going to have a life. Losing Ghost was a big deal to him, obviously. That was his brother. And the way he went out was like there was nothing he could really do. It was a family thing. For those of you who don't know how Ghost met his demise, well, then you really ain't been up on the series, because that's a whole nother book in itself that I didn't cover. So here we go. Tommy's on the road. He sees the signs going to Chicago, and he remembers that he's got a lot of family there. That's where his mom, his grandma came from. And little does he know, there's a lot of other people there that he didn't know about, whom is his family. Tommy, bent on finding out where he's going to build now and what he's going to do, decides that he's going to go up to Chicago and tie up some loose ends with those family members and whatnot. And of course, Tommy, being who he is, he runs into the game right off the bat. Don't you just love Tommy, man? I mean, that's got to be the hippest, coolest white boy on the planet. And, Tommy's being portrayed by Joseph Sikora. He's a very good actor. And the first thing that Tommy does is he meets a young street thug who's charging for parking. Of course, Tommy ain't having none of that. The young street thug pulled out a knife, and Tommy quickly got out the car, showed the hammer, and then slapped the shit out of the, the street thug. And it's about 10 degrees out there in Chicago, and gave him a quick spiel. And he asks us while he's roughing the boy up, what happened to the lady that used to live here? That is his grandmother. Did she die? Where's she buried at? So the young thug says, no, she's not buried. She's at the home. So he goes to the home. Meanwhile, new developments are going on in the town, and we have Isaac Keys, who plays Diamond, is getting released from the joint. These stories are going to intermingle because Diamond was a key factor of a gang that was established in the streets of Chicago, one of the most dominant gangs out there. And of course, as Tommy runs into these characters, he's going to find out that these are people that he can or cannot work with. Tommy has a way of figuring that out real quick. But with the release of Diamond, there's already plots to take care of him because of some business that happened behind the walls. Evidently, Diamond was a big factor inside of there too, and he took care of one of the mob guys that was in there from the Latino side, and he did some damage to him. So they're plotting on his downfall. As soon as he hits the streets, they're gonna do a shot call on him and try to get rid of him. So he's already got angles working against him. Tommy, being the player that he is, he pulls up, decides he's going to go into a little bar and find out, get a little something, a little bite to eat, some drink, because his nerves are shot. And lo and behold, he pulls up on Gloria. Gloria is portrayed by Gabrielle Ryan, okay? A nice little mixed chick, you know what I'm saying? Tommy has an eye for mixed chicks. I mean, now I'm going to tell you the truth. Ain't too many of them going to step next to Lala. You know who Lala is. Lala, Carmelo Anthony's ex. But he pulls up on this chick. You know what happened to Lala? She had a very bad demise in the old power. And it was sad. I hate to see her go with her fine ass, but yes. But meanwhile, as he's establishing his relationships, he hits those cheeks from Gabrielle, and he gets some intel, and he finds out about the goings-on here in Chicago. Meanwhile, what he gets to do now is mix it up with the people from the streets of Chicago. I mean, they're just introducing themselves to him, basically. Diamond, as he's exited, meets up with his brother. His brother, Chris D. Lofton, Jannard, Chris D. Lofton being the actor that's portraying Jannard, is there to greet him at the gates. And he's embracing him. At this point, you think, you know what? This is tight. This is brotherly love. This is what you need when you step out the gates. And he went so far as to put him on, gave him the keys to his new place and all that. But there's so much more that's developed with it. There's always jealousy and envy and whatnot. And Jannard has been working on the mob since he been gone, working on his crew since he been gone. He kept it together. So Tommy gets out, he starts looking around. He pulls up to that little bar, and he just so happens to be in somebody else's parking spot. And so these guys, known as the Flynn Mob, Irish gang, step to him and be like, dude, you're in our parking spot. Tommy do better taking an Uber right about now. All the characters he's meeting and beefing with. And so he makes his intro, and eventually they come at him correctly, and he gives up his spot. But this is the intro of the Flynn Mob, and we see Claudia Flynn, who is very intricate, along with Tommy Flanagan playing Walter Flynn, being the boss chief of the Irish mob. Claudia is a very integral part of this. I mean, I just want to ask everybody about the bat, who thinks Claudia's hot or not? I mean, she got brains. That's gonna be revealed during this episode of PowerBook. And she calls a lot of shots. But right now they got her keeping the books. But so she calls shots under the wall, under the board, so that they don't realize that they're being undermined by a woman. It's a big Irish thing, mob thing, that the woman stays in her place. Tommy, all he's doing is peeping game about Chicago. Basically what they're saying is his nose is wide open, and he definitely's got his nose wide open for Gloria. Like I said, he has a taste for mixed women, and that's all right. Do your thing, Tommy. But the thing is, she is associated with Big Flynn, son of Walter Flynn, who is portrayed by Sean Harper. He is in the club, the nightclub or the bar, we'll call it, and he's trying to, keep things going between him and Gabrielle. Gabrielle must got some bomb. She must got some bomb. So she's like trying to let him know that it's over. There ain't nothing going on. I can't even be a proper family member in your family because of this rule, this underground rule that there cannot be no mixed breeds. They have to be 100% pedigree Irish to be a member of the Flynn family, and she's given up. So, lo and behold, as Tommy's making his approach, he runs into the guy that threatened him up out the parking spot in front of the club, the bar. And Tommy puts the brakes on him. He did some really, really foul-ass shit to him. He took his hand, put it in between some rails, and gave him a stomp. And all you could hear was pretzel crack. Oh, my God. And she comes outside. Gloria comes outside. She says, oh, boy, this is going to be something. And Tommy, right off the bat, shows his player characteristics. Is this going to be a problem for you? You can already see the cake coming on Tommy. She's like, nah, no problem at all. Because she's trying to get herself away from all of them cats. And, there's a lot development story with them. They did a really good job with the storyline. Now, back to Claudia Flynn. Like I said, hot or not? Well, she has a taste for the vagina. Enhanced with some drug sampling and whatnot. But this happens to be what puts her on to what she feels is the Irish mob's next investment, next step, next way to elevate what's going on. Because according to her, they are losing ground in the hustle game, in the dope game, that they need to expand and check out new products, which is Walter Flynn's big no-no. Walter Flynn has rules with an iron hand. He doesn't want anything to do with anything new, and he don't want a woman running the show. So meanwhile, Tommy's still in the background doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? He's doing intel. He's finding out what's going on. And he's making, little moves as far as what he's going to do, what he's thinking about, where he's thinking about going. He's still getting calls from back west where he's supposed to be heading. He's like, well, man, let me finish checking out my family, man. It's going to be all right. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to get there when I get there. Just let me handle the business at hand. You know what I'm saying? And so, lo and behold, Tommy finally runs into Big Flynn, okay? Big Flynn is the shady character. He's more like the muscle side of the Flynn organization, but he is going to be the shot caller once Big Daddy Walter Flynn passes away. He gonna pass him the bag. So he brings Tommy in. Tommy invites himself in on Vic Flynn's first, not his first drug deal, but a drug deal that he's trying to set up with some characters who are nothing but fiends geeked out who happen to get a hold of a sack and they try to offload it. So Tommy inserts himself at this moment and everybody's like, wait a minute, where'd this motherfucker come from? So the whole scene seems janky. Everybody's reaching for their pistols. But the real truth is Vic Flynn's on some shady ass shit. He comes up short, and the fiends come up. They start thinking real nervous, like some shit's going on, and they let off. They let off. And before they could even go too far, you already know, Tommy let everybody have it. So when we got standing here is James Jannard. He's standing there next to Flynn of all people, doing business, which is another big no-no to Big Daddy Flynn. We don't do business with the blacks. But they're trying to set up their own thing, and they're all questioning, like, who is this white boy? And it is Tommy Egan, and they don't know he is a force to be reckoned with. And he gets a pass because, yes, he did save their ass, and he laid everybody down. So Bossman Diamond's like, wait a minute. Okay, so, but he got the dope, and he got the money, and he walked off. Who is this white boy? This is the report coming back from Jannard. Who is this white boy? Why y'all just let him walk? How did he just come up into the mix and let everybody have it and whatnot? So he starts doing his intel to find out about Tommy Egan. Egan is making a quick intro to the city of Chicago. And as you can see, we got, Vic Flynn and his sister Claudia, sitting up together, trying to put it together. And she's scolding him about, why did you even try to do that? Why did you try to do some side dealings on the street with some dope fiends and damn near got everybody's head blew off? This is bad business. She literally is the brains of the operation at this point. And she's letting it be known like, dude. So with that being said, Tommy goes ahead and does some intel and he finds out some more things, Thank God for Google. Yeah, he's sitting up there doing some more things, and he's like, "Yeah, I got some peoples here. I found out where my grandma is." So he goes and gives her a visit, and yes, she is in a bad way. She wasn't buried, but doggone, she might as well be because she don't have her memory and whatnot. So Tommy breaks out a photo to try to shake her memory, and it works momentarily. And it's kind of good to see Tommy reconnect with family because, as you know, he lost so much along the way. All his girlfriends, his mom, you know what I'm saying, and all that. And to come back and have his grandma smile and remember him, it was a good moment for Tommy. And I feel for Tommy because even a thug needs love. We all know that. And like I said, the moment was fleeting because her memory is off and on and fading away. So Tommy decides, well, let me come out of here and figure out what I'm going to do. And he is greeted by this individual. Yes, Anthony Fleming playing J.P. Gibbs. Lo and behold, his mother had a son other than Tommy. Yes, his mother was one of the first to really show love to the black people. We all know Tommy might as well be a brother, but we didn't know that his mom was giving up the biscuits to a black man up in Chicago and had a son, JP. And he's going to turn out to be very integral in this part of the series for Tommy. He's a square, but he's going to be some foundation for him. They're going to build together. They're going to do some things together. Meanwhile, the brothers, Jannard and Diamond, are reestablishing their connects with the business. They're regrounding themselves and letting it be known that, that the I think they're called the BI something gang, where they are just basically the blacks that are in control of Chicago are reestablishing themselves, but Jannard has been holding it down for 15 years while Diamond's been away. And he's kind of feeling the kind of way about Diamond coming back, even though he tried to show him love and do it, but he wants it to be established that he is now the boss. Good luck with that. So, there's always 911 lurking in the background. And this character here is that guy. He is on top of him, but he's also a dirty cop. And he's working for Diamond and them, and he's giving them intel about the moves that's going on in the town and anything that might be going against him. And his part is prevalent in this series because without them, they don't have any background onto what's going on in the scenes and the law enforcement and whatnot. Because let's face it, if you don't have that card, you're playing with a half deck straight up. So the Flynn's reintroduced themselves again to Tommy and let it be known that, you know what, they're kind of impressed. They're kind of impressed with your introduction to the town, and they recognize a G when they see one, but they still give them the heads up, like, man, this ain't nowhere you want to be. This basically is our shit. We running this shit, and we'll give you a little advice. Keep it stepping, Tommy. This ain't for you. And Tommy's, we all know how Tommy is. He's like, come on, man. I'm listening, but I'm not really, the one to be stepping out of nothing. Anything I step in, and he has proven it time and time again. So Tommy is making all the contacts. We see that right off the bat. Shout out to the writers and everybody who put this together, and it just makes it all tied in, makes it all work. This is quickly becoming comparable and if not competitive with the original Power. Tommy Egan is has always been a force to be reckoned with, and we wanted to see him do his own thing. Yes, it was sad to see Ghost go, but Tommy was really the muscle of the organization when it came down to putting in that work. Yes. So Tommy's in Chicago, and he says, you know what? After meeting all the people that I've met and seeing all the things that I've said and doing what it is I've been doing, he's like, I think I might hang out for a little while longer. So as the series goes along, he, is going to establish himself as somebody that is going to be a force that's reckoned with. And people are going back and forth as to what they're going to do. Are they going to work with him? Or are they going to work against him? They don't know. A lot is going to be revealed in episode 2, and it's going to show that those that work with him, they're going to benefit financially. They're going to make money. Tommy makes money. He's a go-getter. And those that work against him, well, you already know what happens usually to them, man. They usually end up in a bag, in a trunk, in the dirt somewhere. Wherever it is, they're no longer breathing. And, and Tommy comes out on top. Yes. So, with that being said, that is the intro to our podcast pertaining to the PowerBook 4 series. We want to thank you for tuning in and be ready for our next review of the PowerBook series, The Force, episode 2, where things are going to start taking off for Tommy Egan. He's already getting pussy. He's already meeting all the people he needs to meet. So what does he need next? Yes, we know that he needs some product. And I believe that's what's going to pop off in episode 2. So thank you for tuning in to our review And remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you can get that.
Money.
Elvis.
How many times you want me to say this? Money.
Rah rah, rah rah. Why this nigga keep dissing on broke or the hole in your chest if you know that you know. Fuck on no rap, we can link up and throw no rhino, got clovers and troll no pole. Big chop on the way, so you know I control, but these hollows is burning shit, spraying his soul. In the streets, hardcore, gotta watch what I say, cause these niggas. Clap, clap, boom, nigga. Gang, gang, gang. Clap, clap, boom, nigga. Outside, I'm torn this lock. He tryna take him a cap, head pop. Clout. Niggas ain't torn no chops. Niggas outside ain't torn no props. Stop. Swerve just saw my op. He Julie bopping his ass and flock. Look, red dot stuck to the Glock. Empty the clip, go home, restock. Lacking late night.